Do you have a business idea that you want to pursue? I'll show you the process of figuring out if it's a viable business idea coming up next. Hi, I'm Josh from the University of Laverne Small Business Development Center. Here at the SBDC, we help small businesses start and grow with free one-on-one consulting and free video guides just like this one. And check out the companion article for all the links and resources down in the description below. Many business owners have an idea for a small business or even multiple competing ideas, and they're not really sure which one they want to pursue. Do you wish you knew what business idea that you wanted to pursue before you put a lot of time and energy into something that may not work? In this video, I'm going to take you through a 3-step process to evaluate your business idea so that you can move forward with confidence. So let's get started. All right, the first step is to develop your concept. And you want to make sure that your business idea is a skill that you have as a service or is valuable as a product. Otherwise, people will not want to buy it, and you can't deliver on your product or service or provide a lousy product to begin with. Now, the other thing you need to think about is what's called imitation. Is this a trending product or service that you can just offer because everybody's buying it? Or is it something unique that people will want to buy later? You want to offer a product or service that's valuable and not easily replicated, because that just spells more competition for you and the business. This will ruin your what's called unique selling proposition because it's not really unique to begin with and they can just go buy it from somebody else. So you want to have a product or service that has value and there are not too many people doing it in the market. And so we'll need to test that. What you can do is you can find 25 to 30 people who are target customers who are looking for your kind of product, fit their criteria, and you can survey them. Now, not only will you get valuable information about the idea, but you'll also be able to refine the offering using the feedback and making it a better product or service. So now that you have your concept fully fleshed out, it's time to understand the market and financial feasibility. First, you want to understand the market size, or what's called the total addressable market, which is the amount of money that's out there based on your target customer and if it's sustainable. So you can calculate the market with a formula that's really easy. It's going to be the number of customers times price. That's it. This might sound easy, but if you learn about the total addressable market, you can do that in this video, and it's not as easy as it sounds, and a lot of people get this wrong. Now, the second part of the feasibility is we need to figure out, can you run this as an actual business? Meaning, do you have the experience or the organizational competence to run this as an actual business, a sustainable business? Now, this could be understanding responsibilities to operating the business, or if you need employees to help you out. And if you do need to hire employees, could you manage those employees or contractors to work effectively? You'll also need to understand if the business can be run from, say, your home office as like a e-commerce business, or will you need a space, a brick and mortar space, or a warehouse to house your products or anything else like that. So if you're able to answer those questions, great. You need to understand the financial feasibility. This means that all those questions that you answered now have a cost associated with them, either for your time or by paying somebody else with your money and purchasing other equipment or products. So you also need to understand what level of sales you'll need to operate to pay yourself. Now, as an owner, you may pay yourself from the profits of the business, and you'll need to know what sales revenue you'll need to make and then start subtracting all of those expenses to get to where you need to be. So for example, if your business needs $30,000 in profits to pay yourself and costs $15,000 to run the operations of the business, then that means that the business needs to make at least $45,000 in sales to meet that number. And that's before you even think about paying taxes. That means that if you sell a product at, say, $15, you'll need to sell 1,000 of those products to break even. But you'll need to sell more than 3,000 to start paying yourself where you need to be. Now, this is a crucial exercise to perform, and you need to be real with yourself and conservative with your estimates, because this could take months or even years for the business to become profitable. All right, so our final step is to conduct what's called a SWOT analysis. This might be much simpler than it sounds, but this can be a source of headache for a lot of people. And so we're going to take some steps through this, and you need to be brutally honest with yourself and look at the competition and the market. So let's go through this. All right, so the first S in SWOT is going to be your strengths. You need to identify the strengths in the business. What does your business do well? Or what do you have that makes you better than your competitors? So you'll need to understand those things before we move on. So for W, this is going to be weaknesses. And this is where you need to be brutally honest with yourself. What do your competitors do better than you? Is there something your business lacks that you need to get right? Or do you have any resource limitations that you'll need to build up to start competing? And are you having trouble communicating your value to the customer? These are all things you need to think about, because you'll need to use these to build up your business so you can be more competitive. Opportunities. Now, this is where things get really interesting. You're going to need to identify any gaps in the market that you can capitalize on. So, like an underserved customer who's willing to purchase your product or service. Now, you should look and identify if there's an emerging need so that you can add other products that no competitor is currently offering to capture more customers. And finally, are there any other media opportunities like stories or platforms that you can take advantage that your competitors don't use? And finally, T, which is going to be threats. Now, this is the scariest part of the SWOT analysis. You're going to need to identify threats to your business, like new competitors who come onto the scene, or any new laws that will negatively affect your business or the industry. You also need to be aware if there's going to be any negative press associated with your industry or any changing attitudes about your type of product or service. That way you will need to know if you need to pivot or not. Now, this may seem like a lot of work, and it may be. Like I said in the intro, it's simple, but not necessarily easy. Depending on your idea or your industry, this could be done in, say, a single weekend or over several different weeks, depending on how much research you'll need to do. If you're looking for help with evaluating your business idea or following the process, you need to contact your nearest SBDC, like us here at the University of La Verne, and you can make an appointment to get your business started. If you found this video helpful, leave us a like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell to get updates on all of our newest resources to start and grow your small business. Are you looking for resources to start a small business? Check out our Start Your Small Business playlist on the screen right now. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.